third thing would be the commitment part, the commitment to that responsibility. You know, at a young age, a lot of young athletes, everyone wants to be an Olympian, everyone wants to be a gold medalist. I've had the same, dreams of grandeur myself, and, but the reality is that, okay, that could be a long-term goal, but what's your short-term goal? And how are you going to attain that goal? And the first thing is the commitment. I mean, if you have an athlete who has these goals, and then, as you're starting your journey and your quest to attain that goal, you start to see that the athlete is not being responsible, they're not being committed they're not showing up, or if they do show up, they're not committed to give everything they need, they're not questioning, they're just there as bodies. And then you start to see that, okay, I don't think that goal is right in the front of your life. What is it that's the most important thing to you? And of course, running is a hobby. I mean, it is a hobby. And even at the professional level, it's still a hobby, because it's not something you're going to do for the rest of your life. So, you have to understand that. But if it's something you really want, then commitment is easy. It should come easy to people. If you look at anybody that's successful in this world, and it doesn't matter if it's athletic or business or whatever it is, they all have one thing in common. You can't question their commitment to what they do. I mean, there's never any questioning in it. It's just a part of it. It's just a part of it. It doesn't even, usually you shouldn't even really have to talk about it, because if you're talking about it, then the person probably doesn't have it, or they may need some help in it. And the way I approach it is like, okay, remember we talked about that goal? What is whatever you're doing that's taking you away from your goal have to do with the goal? And you have to sit down and you have to figure that out. Maybe you can't attain this goal right now because there's other priorities that you need to take care of, or you have too many distractions that you need to take care of. And eventually, I think, you talk about, again, great coaches like an Humberto Salazar. Yeah, if you give an Humberto Salazar an amazing athlete, that athlete is amazing because they already had commitment. I don't think, Humberto Salazar has to tell somebody, make sure you come to practice. I mean, that's, if he was a high school coach and sometimes a community college coach, yeah, but when you're a coach at that high level, things are a little easier. You lay out the plan, the athlete attempts the plan, and you lay it out based on whatever it is you're basing your philosophy on. So ultimately, the third thing would be the commitment to the goals that you set out.